Yo, what is up there, guys? Welcome to the stream. I always forget this. Fuck's sake, I need to put up some music. But yeah, we are on another planet. We haven't made a lot of advancements. As per usual, just resource gathering, and small adjustments to the ship. I'll walk through it in a bit. Okay, over here. Hang on, music is being set up, of course. Gotta find a good one, of course, which is hard. Oh, I like this. Now I gotta find something better. How about this? Can't go wrong with this. Can you now? Okay. Game music can go to the lowest. But yeah, we are back in Empyrion. Just took out turrets on the drone base right over there. The big turrets, the small ones are still there. In my personal time. We're on another planet. Let me see where we're at. So we're here now. We were here. We kind of flew around, didn't stop anywhere really. We just kind of checked some systems. Haven't been over here. And we just landed here. These ships are all blueprint ships, which we then repainted, and I added some guns on this one. So let's head back to the USS Spaghetti. Which should be... oh my god, that's gonna be a while, isn't it? Isn't it? Where is it? The Spaghetti is pretty far away, it seems. There she is. Okay, that's gonna be a while. Let's see where to go. There it is. That's over these. That's where we need to go. There. Isn't it? No, even further maybe. Fuck me. But yeah. I've been up to a lot. I have been thinking a lot. I see drones above that. Hang on, what is that? Is that's not a logistics center? Is it? It is actually, yeah. So we can take out some drones. But yeah, what I've been thinking a lot, and I like this world, okay, but it lacks challenge when you get to the late game. So I would love to get, like, maybe in the future, once we finish the Spaghetti, of course, not a reset, but like a readjustment. Oh, there are no turrets, it's just these towers here. I took this base out, didn't I? Oh, I did not. Holy shit. Ooh, there we go. But yeah, I'd like to get like a PvP setting going a tad more. Like where the trading system of the game actually comes into play. You know, we have a few people on the server. Should be fun if it's more useful. Let's turn off the helmets. And we're close to base. It's right over there. Holy shit, it's getting dark. This is the little Marauder ship I got. Has lights on there as well. So this is its stealth mode, which is still quite obvious. Oh fuck! There is actually crash damage, but it's very little. But yes, there is. And there she is, the Spaghetti. Exterior of the ship looks fucking terrible, by the way. Interior is very cool, I must stress that. But yeah, I need some food anyhow, so let's just check the interior. Oh. No. It's landing on the repair dock, because we probably need some. Or not. Yeah, we gotta move the constructors for now outside, since we're gonna be squatting in this planet for a while, so we have our construction capabilities outside. And more ammo for the gun. The repairer isn't working as I wanted it to, but well, we got ammo, I guess. Get some fusion cells, and let's head into the ship. Let's bring her in. There we go. How loud is that music? Oh well, that actually could be a bit softer. Let me turn on the chat program so I actually see a chat, if at all. Anyone interested? Hey, there we go. Well, welcome viewers. So yeah, we got this ship over here. This isn't anything we really changed. We did, however, change the living room. Didn't know if I showed this already. Lights. And we got these, oh, this is the wrong call. Well, doesn't matter. We got these houses now. I'm room number 02. And this is my room. Let's actually continue. So over here we got a bit of a viewing area. It's during the daytime it's very worthless. It's mostly for when you're in space. You can just chill here, sit for a little bit. Down here's our own little cafeteria. Kind of Starbucks-esque. Oh, it's a bit damaged. Which we had a bit of space comment going, and yeah, a bit of damage. That is all fine. Fridges with food. I'll actually show you the main food fridge and the farm in a while, which we also expanded upon. This is the main fridge, where we have our prepared food, or food that's just ready to eat. We don't want to waste our food. And this down here is the farm. I should actually harvest, but well, we have a lot of everything, but we need things we're never good on is space terrains, wheat, the beans. We're never good on beans. And tomatoes, because those go into the canned food. Now this is getting hard. Tomatoes are very hard to harvest for some unknown reason. Yeah, there we go. We could actually eat the aqua berries. Anyway, Vera. Oh, we could get just fucking everything. Let's go. Alien honey, my personal favorite. I don't know why, but I just like the concept of alien honey. That actually can go in the fridge. We haven't done that. I just noticed, but alien honey is a ready-to-eat food. Don't believe it does anything. Oh, fiber, good. That's something we also need. And these are very good as well for health. Another one of those. We could use some texture plant. Nice. And top off. Pumpkins. Some corn. Some fruits. And two of them have disappeared over here, which is annoying, but it's fine. Now we gotta sort the food out. So this goes in here. Corn we're very full on. Varan root doesn't go in here actually. Must have been put there by mistake. Pumpkins go in here. This is all the special food or things that can be prepared, or just other types of food. It's very sorted. Nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah. It's damaged a little bit to see. Let's get our... Let's get two of these sprouts going. This is actually a special version which was instantly grown. But whatever. We lost it, it's fine. Hang on, we needed some oxygen as well. Oh, there we go. For the rest of the ship, there are still some rooms that aren't done, like back here where the warp drive's at. This is a very dark room now. Isn't done yet either, so that's fine, I guess. I'm always carrying a bit of ammo and stuff, but yeah. Let me show you some more. Well, you can actually reload. 4 times 150, so we got a lot of firepower on this baby. See if there's anything we can repair. There we go. Just a little bit of repairs is always good. There we go. Fusion cells in the making, which is very good indeed. And a lot of steel plates. So we can get some more. How about 600 of it. We should have enough of that. We all got this from base looting, so yeah, we have a bunch. And we're gonna need it just for the combat steel blocks. So over here we got some other stuff. This is the tank from Jerstad. We have already seen that, I believe. If not, check out the video by Dream Assembly in which we ride it into battle. And this is my tank I am working on. Just needs a little bit of a paint job. I'm gonna redo the thing with paint. Let's actually turn the lights off. You can see it in its full glory. So this is the thing. Artillery turrets, very heavy armored. It can take out a base with these. Long range the turrets, then move in close range where the plasma turrets and the artillery gun will take everything out. But the artillery gun itself is very good at taking out a base before the base can reach you, which is the purpose of artillery. A bit somewhat overpowered, but it takes a while. There we go. And this is the interior, something I really like. It's very tanky. It feels like you're in one of those Abrams or Bradley tanks. It's really cool. Hello, Volgraza. Hello, Mr. Yunato. Yo. So yeah, this is the interior. I'm pretty happy with that. And it is still very good on ammo. Although the plasma shells are kind of running out, and artillery wouldn't hurt either. See what we can do there. After this, could you queue some RT shells? This is fine. We need this stuff, which needs fuel packs, so we can take some of this promethium. 10 of it, it's fine. I just like use all of it. On here we have a few plasma turrets, but mostly minigun turrets. So 2 plasma turrets in the rear, 2 minigun turrets in the rear. And then we have 4 minigun turrets over here and 1 plasma turret in the front. So you could say it's very heavily armored, but I'm redoing the paint job to be more like that ship up there. Also in here we have the factory, which is cool. If you have a blueprint, tell me. We can probably use it in the server. But yeah, the goal for now, for me at least, is not sure. I'm very conflicted. I really want to build, but we need to get more supplies. So we're now working on getting a permanent fuel depot fixed up there. We can actually do that in a bit, and we have a few iron mines up here auto mining, but it's not faction shared yet, so I personally cannot reach it at the moment. But that's quite alright, I suppose. Let's move in. Oh yeah, by the way, Volgraza, you should stream more. It's so good. I'd love to watch when I'm at work. And the roles are reversed. There we go. And we have a lot of storage in here. We have a bunch of shit. Oh, wrong container. Where is it? Did he literally take all of them? I mean, it's fine if he took all of them. But we just gotta build some new ones. I know Jerstad did some reorganization. Small ship blocks up there. I guess it's fine. We need you downstairs though. We're gonna need you. Oh, and that ship down there on the ground? That's Beer and Peace. It doesn't have any fuel anymore, so it kind of flipped over. It's a very cool ship. I'll show you that as well whilst we are producing. Hang on, so we got to put out a minor core in there. This is actually filled up, which is... ammo shouldn't be in there. We can take that out. And hang on, let me see. We have a lot of wood as well. Let's take some of those steel plates out. Tier 3, we need power coils. We are always low on the power coils. Ores per hour. Fuck's sake. We need power coils. And for power coils, we need to do a little bit of raiding, actually. Because we don't have... Do we have the capacity to create them? I think we might. Yeah, power coils. There we go. Oh, we can create a few here. I think we should empty the ores on power coils, just because we just always need them. We got fusion cells. Okay, we got 3 power coils. That's not a lot, no. It's gotta come down to looting, sadly enough. Well, sadly, I guess it's fine. What's an easy target? Took this out earlier. That's too hard. Yeah, spaceport. Normally I use the artillery tank for it, but I think this thing is up for the task. Are we flying to or away from the sunset? We're flying to the sunset, that's also good. Turning on the lights. Is there any golems up here? Because golems, which is a creature that spawns on the planet, actually has very important ores, which are hard to get on this planet. But we sell it on this planet, even though there's less ore, so we can just chill, have a lot of daylight, and work easily. So this is our planet for working, but it still needs to be cleared to an extent. Yeah, I took that out, didn't I? I did. This one is actually gone. Does no longer exist. Oh, there's a block. I think that's blocking. The block is blocking, yes. Very good, Zeno. Now the base should slowly disappear. I don't know why I got the steel block. That wasn't... It's a small steel block as well. Weird. At any rate, we got a mountain assault. Where is it? Right down there. So we want to evade the weapons factory with the drone above it. And let's evade it. We're gonna get into fire range very shortly. There we go. Okay, so now we gotta turn on not really a cheat, but it's something I like to use. Turn the FOV down. Zoom in. And then start firing. Plasma drone down. Then we have a bit of a... I think we can snipe him. That's so loud. And now we gotta take out the turrets slowly. There we go. Trees take a long time with these rounds. Oh god. Now we gotta do it like this. Gotta be cheeky. It tries to track your upwards movement, so it's doable. There we go. 3 shots in. That's one of them down. The other one appears to be reloading or something. Yeah, it is. There's one more turret, but I think it's fine. Turn the FOV up again. Because you have zoom on most weapons, but not when you're in cockpit, which I find annoying. Gotta loot it before it disappears. It's a spaceport, so it shouldn't be too hard to take out, but I hope it has some power coils. Turret, hey! There you are. It probably also has one outside turret. I think the other end is the front end. Fuck me. Well, since it's not heavy armor blocks, we can create our own entrance. No sweat at all. Is this an entrance? Doesn't appear. I thought it was actually window blocks. And a spawner is gone. I could... What my plan is as well, you could like save spawners for like literally making an enemy farm for the shit they drop. But I'm gonna do that over here in the one of the outposts. I think it's right here-ish. Outpost, yeah. Outpost have them on the roof, so I think that'll be ideal. That's one of them. They do a lot of damage, so you do gotta watch out. You wanna hurry up. And they always drop like good items, as in good quality food. Fuck me. Who shoot? Sorry, but what is shooting at me? Oh fucking hell, it's a turret. Yes, you got health. And I'm not gonna take a lot of risk here. The turret is right over there, so I'm just gonna fucking shoot it with a ship. That should be the turret. Hang on. There we are. It's gone. Shouldn't be a lot. Oh my god, all the components. Well, can salvage it. Scrap it for the power coils. That's not a bad... Fuck me. Fuck's sake. The turrets in this game, like, it's unbelievable. Since they haven't implemented like armor yet, it's very annoying raiding a base because it feels like the bases are designed for wearing armor, but it's not in the game. Or I'm really missing something big. There's always a little cheatsy doodly way of getting around, but that's only something you learn when you're not strong enough to deal with something. You learn about smart ways to evade it. But knowing where it is the first struggle. See, well, this room is fucking filled. And this won't take long. I got a sniper rifle. Headshots is an insta-kill. Scratch me head. If you hit... Chest shots even are, Jesus. This is a spawner, not keeping it around. I'm only keeping it around in the outpost, because they're on the roof. You can just once every while do a flyby, get the stuff, and get out. Yeah, that's the outside. Oh, is that a wall cheat? It is. There are cores in there. It's these fuckers. Epic sniper rifle time! I'm not needing those. Like, do you have any raw meat? I think you don't. No. We got so many alien parts. We don't need it anymore. And core's gone, so they can't spawn anymore. Well, we got these ingots, which are literally the ones you use for the power coils. We got a warp drive, which I think has a few power coils in there. I don't know if these guys have it, but we're just gonna tear them apart and hope for the best. I mean, we'll get the components. Full refund. Oh, there's actually... Oh shit, there's gonna be upstairs, guys. The turrets are down. Oh. There's another one. Thank you for your loot. Yo, what up, Garwood Films? Is Discord back up though? Hang on, what's happening down there? One day I shall make it to a Space Engineers one. Huh? Oh, this game. This game is fucking... You mean a Space Engineer stream? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? The Space Engineers kind of stream? Oh, deconstruct. Oh yeah, the streams for Space Engineers. They will be coming back for sure. I still love Space Engineers, but for now, as the game is not fixed and not in a playable state up to my standards, I won't be streaming the game. When it works again, I'll probably play the fucking shit out of that game. But until it doesn't, I'm sorry, you're not gonna find me streaming it. Not even Dream Assembly, he's kinda done. Everyone is kinda done with the game because it's not working. But the concept of Space Engineers, it's so good. Like, I wish it was... like, the game was good. But it isn't. I still hear monsters. Do not know where. But I think we got what we needed. We could take it down for the components it has on there still, but I don't see a reason to. The thing with SE is, right, me watching back the old survival series I did, the first one, like it's only 5 parts of it. Oh, there's the base. Only 5 parts of it with Dream Assembly, a buddy of his, Ed, at the time, Jerstep, I believe. Yeah, Jeremy. BMP wasn't there at that point. I watched that back, just for the fun, just the nostalgia, you know. And what I found was quite shocking, as in the game was more stable than it is now, which... Oh god, that was not a smart move. The game is more stable, was more stable back then. And... the sad thing is, as a person who works with game developers, mostly, those are the people that give me the most of information, they tell me a lot of times that Space Engineers is fundamentally flawed, and that the time it takes to fix it will be long, and you need very good programmers. And I'm not saying the programmers on the team are bad, I'm saying they just made some bad choices in the past, which has led to the game's development stalling. But I'm sure they're competent enough to fix it, but it will take a long time. Like, just as Star Citizen, I'm sure they're competent enough to fix the game, but it will take many years. Because they're basically building a game to look good, but not to function, because it's in the CryEngine. Which is a good engine for an FPS with 8 players online or something, but nothing more than that. Sadly enough. Real sad. So yeah, I have hope for Space Engineers, but until then, you won't find me... streaming it at the very least. Let's get some more pyro coils. Okay, how much can we get? Oh, we're getting a bunch. Nice. Okay, we got 5 of them. Okay. But I'm really looking forward to having Space Engineers being as fleshed out as this game, Empyrion Galactic Survival, is. Because this game is really, like, fleshed out. And it's an alpha game. Like, the features they want to add is... Did this table just disappear? It did. I think somebody shot it. It's fine. I can fix that. There's an easy fix for that. But yeah, the moment Space Engine is fixed, again, I'm gonna play it. But it's Empyrion. It's an alpha. It missed ramming. It does very little damage. It's just very poorly done. There's no proper physics. There's so much missing. But there is so much more. There's farming. Like the core features, the flying, the farming, the exploring, the killing, the shooting. The core of everything is here. And that's an issue Space Engineers had. The core wasn't there yet. And they're finishing things off before the rest is in. So they're kind of working around their own schedule. And this game doesn't do that. It's completely not done, but it has a lot of potential. And if the assets, because they're now assets that are pretty much stolen from other games, if they manage to, or from asset stores, that should be a correct term. But if they manage to update that as well, this game will, I think, one day be better than Space Engineers, but only if they manage to do that. Hang on, let's get you in here and get your components out. Power coils, fucking 11, mate. There we go. Warp drive tank, we already got one of these. Yeah, I can store this. So we have now corresponding stuff. I can actually, I believe all thrusters are on at this point. Yeah, they are. I believe I can use this and the landing gear. And if nobody minds, I'm taking apart our pulse lasers, which have never been on the ship and which we need now. Since we have a lot of turrets on the ship already, I don't feel the need for more of these. What else can we get out that has flux coils? Fuck sake. These are all looted items, so we have one med station too many. We can place you back. You probably have power coils. Like, I'm getting shit out of here that just... No flux coils. I mean, we need them, but still. You got way too many tier 5 generators. Where can we fit you? Nowhere, can we now? Planet Nomads, oh god. Yeah, that's very, very... I've seen some of it, but it looks very interesting. The reason... Okay, I can explain to you. I can explain to you in detail. And it's not a bad decision by Keen Software House. I've been very salty at them. But I gotta be realistic here. I know why they... I think... Flux coils, do we... No fucking power coils. But I think I know why they did certain decisions. Basically, okay, you make your own engine. Very smart idea, if you know what you're doing. And I think they did know what they're doing, because they managed to make Space Engineers in it. Own import settings, own stuff. That's fine. So first thing you do, you make sure you can import art assets, because you need art assets, you know. Then your company starts to grow. The game starts to get out there. You have your engine. You have a physics engine which is very workable for what the game used to be with crashing and all. It needed optimization, sure, but the engine works very well. So the core of the game at that point, at the earliest releases, was there. Instead of where this game, the core is lacking, but there. That Space Engineers had a core, but it was buggy. So those are two choices you can make. Buggy or lacking, that's really two choices you as game developer gotta make. And I think in alpha, either one is fine. Then they went on to their development. And then you can see, they didn't need a lot of artists. They like outsourced most of it. Like the character, and they outsourced that, and the 3D models, looks like they made it themselves as programmers. They got a game going, they outsourced some stuff, that's fine. So game's running, people like it, you're getting more money in, so you start your development. Then people want planets, you wanted planets in the game, and here's where it goes critically wrong. Adding planets when the game wasn't running. So the game, yeah, Space Engineers, how it was before planets, that should have worked 100%, like no flaws whatsoever, all bugs out of there. Just maybe, why am I down here? Maybe one bug or two bugs, like very small things, but it wasn't. There were quite a few. Manageable bugs for an alpha, but quite a few. So you release your planets. Everybody likes it. It works at a decent rate, but it's very lacking. It's super basic. So you add more and more and more and more. Because people like it, you get over enthusiastic. Yada yada yada, things go up, you keep adding, not fixing. I'm rambling on way too long. And then you end up with a very unstable game, which is fine again in alpha, even though it's been there for fucking years. And then you got the game, yeah, pretty broken alpha. People stop playing it because it's old. And the only thing you can update now, because the core code is flawed, they know that. That's what they're working on now, as they say. They're constantly working on updating. That's why they went on in the beta to fix all the bugs. We're gonna get like, hang on, we got 30 of these. They each cost 4, so we can get 5 is 20. We should get 5. So you got a game that's fundamentally flawed. It's fixable, but it's fundamentally flawed, sadly enough. Then what you need to do is fix that. But at this stage, they have art people working there. It's no longer outsourced. They literally have artists working in the company. So they're not gonna not work. They're just gonna update the art. That's fine. They're just gonna update the art. And I had a like 20-minute conversation with myself right now. And now I'm getting to the point. So that's quite a travel. But yeah, the logical reason why they're updating art is because they have the people to do so. Chemistry exam. Okay, have fun there. Have fun. In chemistry. I got a key to the early access when it comes to Steam. Oh, Nomads. Yeah, that's cool. Make videos on that. I'd love to see it. So sucks for you that the Empyrion server isn't working for you, but it's gonna be fine. Let's see, we need iron, we got magnesium covered, we got 2 promethium drills. I'm thinking we should get another mining laser here for more promethium. Go slow on the planet. I think we have a iron one here. I could check out if we have a drill here. And otherwise I'll just like go there or go right over here and get all this iron. Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch. Anyway, I might not even place him yet. I do want to get the promethium. That's what I do want to get. So I think 3 will be enough for what we gotta do now. Oh, and then I need to, of course, queue up the ammo I was doing before. These give me 4 a pop, so I need 5 of these. And as much as you can make of these. There we go. Okay, bye man. Yeah, I know, we also want to play with you, but honestly, as I said at the start of the stream, didn't know if you catch it, but I really would like for the server not to reset, but to reset. Okay, this sounds so weird. I don't want to lose all the progress because there's so many hours in here, but I'd like to get a bit more PvP oriented, have some safe planets, have the trading system work, but that will, because of the amount of people we have and how expensive it is to run a server, that will kind of limit working together. So honestly, my ideal world, yeah, people that want to play with us would then just like have to pay $1 a month, which is the cost for a slot. Pretty much. This one is already set up, but it's fucking private. So that's $1 a month per slot for their slot. So, and then we get like 20 people on and have this PvP world with trading and temporarily working together, and it's all very hard mode because the game is quite easy. If you kind of know your ins and outs. That would be my ideal. I think no one agrees. Well, not many people will agree on that. Shared faction. And there she goes. I hope the plasma drones don't stray too far out and kill this thing. But I'll place it anyway. We'll see. Got these 3 depots covered. Ah, fuck me. Iron. I think that one is also already done. So we can place these back in cargo container B. And the music just went up again. Whatever. It would be awesome, but the thing is, the logistics of running such a big server and having it be... Like, this one is stable about 99% of the time. Literally, once a day it just kind of drops out, and then it also resets. Oh, fuck, the ship's going off. Fuck, no, no, no! But having, like, 20 people... If we have, like, 10 people on at the same time, I think there's gonna be some minor issues. So it's a very logistically challenging endeavor. And who would want to pay? And how do you know they're not gonna play and not pay? Because it's... I'm not saying we're reliant, like... It's gonna cost, like... What is it? 20 bucks a month? Which isn't a ton either, but... You don't want to pay it all by yourself. You don't want to, like... charge people for it, because YouTube we're not making a lot of money on, so... It'd be nice if people pay for their stay. It's only $1 a month for one person, so it's not a lot either. Hang on, I'm actually making mistakes again. I'm doing a bit of errands, I'm not really building this stream. As it states in the title, I'm kind of lost as a person. So are you at work now, or what? Or is it weekend for you? Hang on, so Discord was back online. I like how Mr. Uditato commented on one of my comments of a while back. Oh, you got sick over the weekend, so now you're home. Oh, that's shit, man. Oh, it's Monday. Yeah, I always forget. But you could ask me in the stream, but he's probably gone. Hang on, let me check some stuff. Yellow? Yellow? Yellow?
Hey.
Hey, Graza, you're live.
I am. Hey.
Oh god. By any chance, does the server work for you? By any chance?
I tried earlier, but it didn't seem to want to work.
Fuck me, why though?
I don't know. It doesn't like me. It won't let me load, and like I can connect, the password's correct, and then it gets stuck. It just doesn't go any further. This is a loading game, and that's it.
That's really frustrating.
Oh, definitely. Extremely.
It's a fun game. You should play it.
I've been playing solo for a little while.
What did you record that?
My solo adventure?
Yeah.
Not yet.
If you
I'm trying to figure out what to do.
If you want to have a suggestion for a starting planet.
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck? Niquies, the snow planet.
Ooh.
Because it's easier than Omicron. It has a lot of good food on there. But on the other hand, with the enemies and the bases on there, it's a little bit more challenging than Aqua.
I like snow. I was on a snow planet in my...
Yeah, and you can get oxygen from the ground, so you don't need to find water.
Yes.
But it is more difficult than Aqua, the one you're probably starting on.
I'll have to go try that out.
I tend to watch your series. I always forget to leave a like, which is my own fault, I'm sorry. I'm very bad at leaving likes, aren't you? Or are you always?
No, I usually leave a like if I can. And a comment, possibly. But sometimes...
I am more... I comment more than that I like. I'm not saying I don't like liking, but it's such a forgettable little button.
It is. I wish it would be a little bit easier. But
It used to be where you had it in the top right of a video, and when that was a thing, I clicked it quite often, but now that that is gone, it's... And that was on mobile, I think, and they removed that feature, and... Well, there goes my likeliness. There we go.
excellent.
Yes, yes! This music tends to stop a lot.
I'm watching the stream with it muted, so I don't have this weird delayed echo.
Oh god.
Oh man, because it was like hello, 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 hello. hello.
Double team.
Oh my god.
Must say, Empyrion as a stream and as a series, which I removed because I really didn't like my own stuff there. So I'm doing a new one.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me turn down the music a tad. And let's turn you up.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, I really, what is it? What do I want to go about? Ah, fuck it, I don't even know anymore. Do you remember what I was on about?
Yes, you were talking about the stream and.
Oh yeah, it isn't
you...
catching on like at all. Which I get because I'm space engineer. It's like the other guy here before, he even said it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's really weird too because my SE series that I was making just completely straight up died.
I literally, I get why. Not because of you, it's Essie.
Yeah, exactly. But the Vorion videos I did completely exploded. They like outpaced like a whole season I did. One video did in like a month did more views than the entire season 3.
Wow.
Like, oh my god. So, and then the next video did really well, and then the one after that did even better. So I've
Jesus.
more of Orion for sure, because well, it's fun.
It is.
It's creative. It's partial. You know, I like the building aspect of SC, but it can be a little bit involved. In this Empyrion, it's a little bit different because you have like a building menu and you can custom bring in parts.
Although, can you move the camera at this point? Because you couldn't before, like move the camera properly.
Yeah, you can. You can. There's a special little key you can do. It's you can click on a block and press F, and that will change the focus to that block, and you can zoom in and out.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool things you can do to fix that.
That was like my main issue with the building in the game.
Yeah, it was mine too for a while. Then one of those little tip menus came up, and I was like, press F. Why didn't I think of this? That makes sense, kind of.
I honestly, I want to start an Empyrion series, but I want to get... I know this sounds stupid, but I've done the early game so many times when it first came out. I don't want to skip it, but I don't want to be stuck in early game for really long when I'm recording. Like, if you know a way to make good money fast.
Salvaging.
Yeah, I know, but you need to, like... Wait, like, how do you mean salvaging? Salvaging or just flying through battlefields, getting components?
Complete salvaging, because not only do you fly, you can fly through the same battlefield and get those parts, but if you salvage the vessels, the other components that are still attached or on the internal will explode out.
Oh, wow. And that goes kind of quick when you get good salvaging lasers, or does it take a while to set up?
The cool part is you can start salvaging with regular mining beams, as they don't do a whole lot of damage, but if you have like a large array of them, it can get going pretty quick, and then you start finding salvaging beams, and you just slowly replace all your mining beams with salvagers. And,
okay.
You're good to go.
That sounds solid.
Another really cool thing is you can add them into groups, and then once you have grouped your weapons...
Yeah, I know that. I know the grouping.
If it has an auto, like an independent targeting, which is like great for AFK mining, you can turn that on and it'll just start pulling in, beaming and salvaging all the stuff in front of you.
That might be good for off-screen stuff.
Yes. But as far as like regular things go, it's pretty good. But having the ability to switch, like turn on and off, like your weapons and your salvagers is great, because I didn't know how to do that at first. So I was like, just had like missiles and rockets and a whole bunch of other things firing at things.
Oh, really?
I wish I could turn. Yeah, I didn't realize it. It's like, God, I wish I could turn these things off.
But now you can.
Now I know how.
Alright. This ship I made with Jeremy, and we all like made our own little segments and stuff, and it's becoming a maze.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
I saw. It's really cool on the inside.
I had an idea for like a series on this, like in the far future, where you just have a server with like once in a week you come together with a few people,
Hmm.
and you just start like having this massive space station you build in creative,
Yeah.
and you just live on the space station, like that's your thing, and you got a few people that do runs, just like we do now, but then on a bit of a bigger scale.
Yeah, exactly. That would be pretty cool.
You just live on the station, and you gotta make it work together. But people can also be total dicks. That should be allowed.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. Because it's super, super important, especially if, you know, it's part of the whole experience, you know? It's sort of like real life, but not.
Yeah, I get it. I guess. What? Hang on. What? Wait, now I'm super confused. I'm having a brain fart. For Grassa, help me.
Okay. You're down underneath the ship, I think.
Oh no no. I mean, like what you just said. I heard it. Yeah. I
Okay.
responded to it. I meant it, but I lost it. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
it's basically you were talking about the space station, and people should be allowed to be dicks.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I totally agree because that's an important part of the experience, especially if it's more like a role playing
Yes.
type thing.
Thank
Because
you.
and you know people can be upset about that if they want to, but you know, as far as how can you have like a really a good story without conflict? It just doesn't happen.
Do you know Space Station 13?
Space Station 13.
It's a very stupid free game, but like that's what I would like in Empyrion on a server. Okay, hang on, I gotta respond to a comment. Alright, I'm back, bloody Polish internet. Empyrion is worth it due to the regular and good updates they do, but Space Engineers
Yeah.
did that as well. It has a lot more content going for it, and if you are sucking at Space Engineers with ramming and crashing your ship and not knowing how to build, this is the game for you because building is a bit more simplistic, but it also, on the decorational side, goes a lot deeper.
Yes, absolutely.
And in Avorion, I traded a lot in a sector, 10k cargo space and roughly 1k profit per item. Oh, yeah, that also happens sometimes, where you get the both ends of the, whatchamacallit, of the production chain in one system.
Yes,
That's very lucrative.
it is. I've done a little bit of experimenting with like trading, and I've been trying my hardest to save back up for a trade, basically a chain of products that I could manufacture myself, and then the ends piece is always like very high valued.
Yeah.
So it's like I make all the stuff myself, then the end piece is sold to like a station in system. Like right there. All the other stuff is there. And then people like ships will come by and actually trade with you and buy stuff. It's
Yeah.
actually pretty nice.
Does it, like, how does Space Station founding work? Does it work good? Is it like a good feature?
Yes, absolutely. It's a great feature because you can take your ship as long as you build it at the the shipyard. You have to put station founder, and then
Yeah.
when you build it, it basically turns that ship into the station, and you can get inside it and edit it and add docks and add
Okay, but
storage.
wait, you say it turn it into the station, okay?
It does.
But does
Before,
it turn it into the station, or does it just convert the current ship into the physical appearance of the current ship, but it is technically a station? Like, are you the one who designs the station?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's.
you can design the station completely.
Or does it
And
get it
make
like a
sure.
default? Like, that's what I'm really curious about.
No, you could. No, it doesn't change at all. Whatever the ship
Okay.
looks like, that's what the station's gonna look.
See, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yes. Now the very very important thing is make sure you add all of your upgrades first before you convert it into a station. Otherwise, you will
Oh.
just have the regular, like 2 slots, like two unarmed, 2 armed, and then that's it. I made that mistake
Oh,
with my
yeah.
last station. But
Because you can't upgrade it. The upgrades, you can't put it in there.
Exactly. So you make sure the upgrades are there beforehand, and then when you convert it, it has all of that stuff.
Okay, that's
It's
very
really
good.
handy. Yeah, and you can expand the storage capacity a whole bunch. Like if you put like the best thing to do is find those really good cargo capacity upgrades,
Yeah.
and then like put a whole bunch of power on there, and like give it a good amount of shields, and then just shove a whole bunch of stuff in there too, and a whole bunch of other like the percentage ones.
Yeah.
So you have like a giant amount of cargo containers. The percentage thing boosts that number to like insane, and then you convert it to a station, and boom, it's able to hold a whole boatload of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you ever need to like, hey, I have all this stuff here, and, like you find random like cargo containers or ships that get blown up, you can take all that stuff you find from there back to your station and store it there. It's
Okay.
great, which is really cool. And then if you when you're ready, you can have another transport take it to wherever it needs to
But
be
you
put.
can also dictate where transports go. Like it is like the X3 series where you can dictate where a ship goes.
I haven't figured out how to set up an automatic route just yet, like what you're talking about.
Okay. So
I don't know if
that's,
that's
yeah.
possible just yet. I
I
think it is
don't
something
think so
potentially.
because the game did state in the future development he wanted to add that you can make your own faction. I think that's a feature
Yeah,
for when you're your own faction. That
yeah,
would
that's
make
entirely possible.
sense.
That was something I read on the website as well when I was doing some more signing up for the forums to post the creations for the. It's basically like a spur ship where you
Yeah.
have like a base ship with like different parts on the end, and you can easily copy and then paste that into your own templates. Because I tried looking at, can I just share the templates by themselves, but it's a one set template folder, so it would replace whatever templates they already have. So the only other option I had was make a ship with the little thingies on the end, and
Wait,
then
you need more
just copy
templates?
paste. Oh, yeah, you can make
Why
your own
didn't... Yeah,
templates.
I know, but you said you wanted to replace. Okay, but why don't you ask Cypher to make a mod for you?
That could make it just the templates by themselves.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah,
because
I should do that.
he has a mod pack. He's working on a mod pack, and if you have questions or if you have a good idea, I think he'll be very keen on adding it. I think he's busy in his life at the moment.
Oh, that's fine. I think he'd like that idea actually, because it would be really awesome if you could just share the
Yeah,
templates themselves, and without having to worry about replacing your entire template file.
yeah,
That would be friggin' sweet, and would be sort of a functionality that would be amazing for the game. But either way, it's still nice because it has you can still. And the cool part is once you make a template, it's whatever color you gave it, it's gonna be that color again every single time you paste it. So having the ship allows people to change the colors of the thing itself, and then copy and paste it into to their own templates, which is a little bit of a plus because after that that's the color theme it's going to be.
yeah. No, I get you. I get you on this one.
But yeah, that would be awesome if you could just like change up the templates where you could just automatically export them or whatever. I wish I'm hoping that the workshop comes for Warion very soon, because that would be a good place to. Um,
It's gonna be hard because I know for a fact that the guy that makes it is very protective of his code, his ideas, his everything. So, and the workshop does allow Steam to have some royalties. They don't do anything with it, but they do get
oh, okay.
power.
All right, so that he'd rather keep that to himself, and that's totally cool. I'm good with the system we have right now because it functions, it's great, and it allows, and it encourages use of the forums, which is nice.
Yeah, a lot of
Um,
games should do that actually.
yeah, absolutely. Um, I've had so much good feedback on my channel for Vorion, um, and I'm looking forward to making more stuff.
Yeah.
Like the whole modular ships thing I built for SE, I think I'm going to be putting in a little bit of that as well. So you'll have like parts of different ships you can make, and then just put it on here. Hey, I need this kind of thing. Put this.
Oh, I
here,
get you. I get
etc.
you.
Yeah, and that's partially why I built the templates for the most part. It's a similar kind of thing.
Yes.
But yeah, Empyrion is like amazing because there's just a lot of stuff. There's a lot of meat to the game, and like plants, animals, planets, everything's really there, and there's more
Yeah,
features that are
and it
just coming,
functions.
and it works.
Yes.
And it's not. It's like when we were playing multiplayer the other day on just a regular server, you know, that which allowed me to somehow why it only let me allow, you know, on that and not the actual server.
Maybe a different server host, I guess. That could be a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Where there's a different server host.
Possibly. But either way, it was there was very little lag. I mean, it was like maybe a little spurt here and there, but other than that, it was smooth.
And the desync when you're flying, but that's literally like technology hasn't caught up to fixing that. So
yeah, that happened in SE all the time, but it was a whole lot more jarring in SE because like toward the end of our server play series we had that SE server, it was just it was pretty much unplayable. You would be spending 15 minutes to try and maneuver your ship like a kilometer, or just like to rotate it, and it was just god, it was terrible.
It was. It still is. Oh, and
Still, yeah.
by the way, Luke, this game, the graphic settings can go incredibly low. So I think if you have some laptop statistics for me, in the Windows button run dxdiag, if you have some statistics for me, you can probably judge quite easily if the game will run. Not saying the graphics will be great, or you might have to lower your resolution from full HD to 720p, but it will probably run.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing. It's fairly optimized as opposed to SE.
Yeah.
It's just like the LOD was just like, oh god.
By the way, do you think Bram would mind if I took his hangar, keep the design, the interior, everything the same, but just make it bigger? Would you think he'd mind? Just get what he has now, but make it bigger.
Didn't he say he wanted to make bigger doors anyway? So wasn't that something he was gonna do?
I don't know, I wasn't there, I guess. But I mean,
I thought he said that the other day when we were I was trying to connect and you guys were like, DA was here, you were there, Bram was there, and we were trying to figure out the whole problem, and he was mentioning the cargo bay doors, making them bigger or wider because they were too small. Like, because you mentioned, it's like, yeah, it was kind of stupid. We have this nice cargo bay, and our ships that we're building are too stupidly huge.
Yeah, he made that hangar already, but I think I'm just that hangar is also getting too small to store everything.
Yeah, I'd recommend taking it apart. That's probably.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not taking it apart. I'm taking one block off the side, and from there on it's only expansion. So it's an easy fix as well.
Gigabytes of RAM. That's actually pretty good.
What?
i5, 2.4 gigahertz.
i5, okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's doable.
8 GB RAM, that's for 99% of the stuff on the planet, that's good enough.
Yeah.
So the first statistics you're showing me are looking good. Video card at this point is very important. And what generation? Like, from what year is the laptop? How old is it?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because that's like general, you know, being shittier and all that stuff. I think Jeremy's bugged. He's in the Empyrion survival comms. I think he's bugged.
Yeah.
Oh, no GPU, just integrated graphic. I don't think you'll be able to run it.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, that's integrated graphics.
Right there.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
If you like strategy games with integrated graphics card, I'd suggest Rome. Total War 1. It's old and it's fun. It's the best Total War out there. You don't play a lot of strategy like that, do you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I play more of those 4X sandbox strategy games.
Have you
like-
played Star Drive?
I have heard of it, and it looks interesting, but I haven't got a chance to actually play it.
I loved Star Drive 1 for like a few weeks. It wasn't at all like a very great game, but it was good. I loved Star Drive 1. 2 didn't.
Oh yeah, Red Alert is a great game.
Red Alert is amazing.
I
but-
played the crud out of that.
Honestly, to be honest, my personal favorite was the Command and Conquer Generals.
Yes.
Not
Oh,
Red
that was-
Alert.
Yeah, I like that one too. All of those were really good.
They were, but if I had to pick, it's gonna be Generals. Like all day, every day. Colonel Burton. Fuck out of here.
And wasn't George Takei in that game too? Like the Japanese dude?
Yeah, George Takei was in Red Alert. Yes, he was.
And that was fun. It's like, oh my god, it's George Takei.
Yeah. I mean, he's just such a fun guy.
He is. He's awesome.
Okay, this is gonna sound so weird, the way I'm gonna word it.
Okay.
But I love it when someone makes fun of gay people and George Takei responds.
Yes, because it's classic every time.
Yeah, he
But
just
'cause it's-
destroys people.
He really does a good job of defending that type of person, and especially when the person who's attacking the gay person is like just stupid or ignorant. You know,
Yes.
he slaps some knowledge down.
He is
Yeah.
very hard on them.
Yes, extremely. It's kind of fun to watch, and I kind of feel sorry for the person on the receiving end of whatever he's.
Oh
tossing
no, I
out.
don't feel sorry at all. Like, fuck
said
out of here with
kinda.
that shit.
I said kinda. Owning a little.
I mean, I'm not saying... Okay, this is gonna be sounding weird, but I'm not saying at all you should feel okay with homosexuals because there's so many of them. I'm just saying you should at least, at the very least, just tolerate the people. They're not bothering you with it. If they're bothering you with it, you know, go right ahead and be salty, but...
Exactly. I agree. It's just one of those things. It's because here in America we have conservatives all are like, it's an attack on the traditional marriage. I'm like,
It
how?
is.
It's
Yeah,
a
it is an
different-
attack in a way, but it's not
It's not
harmful.
meant to replace traditional marriage.
Yeah.
It's an alternative marriage. That's it. And they're like, oh, they're trying to. Only the gay marriage will be the only kind you could have. I'm like, no one wants that. Not even me. There's no way. I don't understand.
Same.
Anyways, I think we're getting a little too political here, but either way, it's like, look,
It is.
you have to come down to a kind of an agreement of I wake up in my body and you wake up in yours, and whatever path you decide on, that's the thing you're going to have to live with.
Yeah.
I can't live it for you because you are the one who's there.
So if you want to be gay, go right ahead, but...
Exactly. It's perfectly fine.
But I'm also the kind of
Doesn't affect
person,
me.
like I have gay people in my family, which I'm completely comfortable with, like
Yeah.
completely, but please
best
just
friend.
don't force it on me. Just you're gay,
yeah,
I'm
it's
not. Just let me be as well.
Yeah, exactly. It can be a little jarring sometimes.
Like if you're talking about relationships as a gay person, I listen to straight relationships, so why not to gay relationships? But don't. There's so many forceful gay people out there as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is very flamboyant and very over the top and open about it, and that's fine. It's just it can be a little off-putting.
Well, my one issue with not all, well, with certain gay people is the way. Okay, this is gonna sound. This is, I think, more of a Dutch thing.
Okay.
But I hate it when males act over dramatic and feminine and not because that's their personality, but because they are gay. Because I knew a guy, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was just straight guy. He wasn't in the end, which was very obvious, but still. So it was obvious he was a homosexual.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really obvious he was fucking gay. Like, it's unbelievable how obvious this was. But it's fine. You can be gay. but don't bother me with it. And then all of a sudden he's gay, and now he starts bothering everyone, just being a nuisance.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gay, so he's gotta stress it to everybody, and he's gotta talk about it constantly, and he's gotta act super feminine and all weird, and I'm like, dude, just being gay is not a reason to not act normal.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally cool that they have their own way about it, and that's fine.
But even straight people can do the same, so it's
Oh,
not
yeah, it
the
can
fact
be,
you're
but
gay. Yeah.
it's different. It's a very weird kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with all kinds of stuff because I mean my main thing is as long as both people involved are old enough to consent, I don't care what they do.
Same.
But that first part is super important, which means it excludes animals and children.
Yes. Yes.
For the love of God, please, just can we agree that you have to be old enough to consent? That's not much to ask.
I mean, you could say if you're 16 and your boyfriend's 16. I mean, that's in my opinion fine, but
it's different. It's different. A little
Yeah.
bit different here because of people with their religious morality and stuff like that. But aside from that, if the legal age is for that kind of thing is 16, then there's nothing wrong with it. That's something that they can decide for.
yeah,
What I'm saying is like, because I had a really bad experience when I was I was 7 years old, and I'm not gonna go into like the details, but I was definitely not ready for that, and it changed me in a fundamental way that I'm still recovering from.
that's why I really get your opinion on saying your opinion is different than mine. I say, legal age is 18 for instance, but 16 is fine.
I know, but it's as long as we can educate the
Yeah.
people on what you can expect to feel or experience, then it's fine. It's the whole, oh no, we just don't tell them anything, we just tell them to abstain, we don't teach them about how to protect yourself or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's just silly.
I also think society should be more open towards it. A lot more open.
I agree
Because
completely. As
honestly,
long as they're-
people are being educated on sexual things. Like, of course, they're being educated on school, like disease and all that shit. But they're being educated on what it is like and how it is on pornography. That's not the way you should be educated at all.
no,
And I think
it's
that's
definitely
a
not.
real fucking issue.
Yeah, porn is not an education in sexuality because it's more like it's entertainment. It's meant to be a fantasy. It's not how you're supposed to actually have a relationship. Walk into the bank and be like, "I'm here to make a great deposit." Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but also the way intercourse happens in porn, it's completely surreal. It's unrealistic on every aspect, and it's not what you should ever expect from a sexual relationship with someone else.
No, yeah, absolutely. A lot of people, especially here in America, take this is how it should be. This is the relationship it should be. I mean, it's like no. You gotta communicate with your partner.
Yeah.
If that's some weird stuff you want to try.
Oh god, the chat kind of exploded. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so Luke responds a lot, and we have been completely ignoring him, so...
Okay,
sorry.
Sorry about
Luke?
that, Luke.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Russia and fucking... Yeah, Poland as well. I mean, just trust me, Poland will change. Won't take if the EU will stand for another 25 years, it's gonna... Every, country in the world's gonna be fixed. And... America, I think it's too far out of reach for Poland to really have too much influence. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because it isn't English speaking, and then you have England, which is taking shit over from America, which then gets into the rest of Europe.
Dinner.
Oh, you got dinner?
No, not yet. It's coming soon. But
Ooh.
yeah.
Wow, we went way too political. Again.
Well, it's the internet. I'm open to people's ideas and personal beliefs, and
Same.
that's totally fine.
Although-
because
Yeah.
At the end of the day, again, like it's what I said, that's the person. The person has to wake up in their own in their own body, and that's what they get to experience. I can't just be like, eh, you know, you should live this way because it works good for me. Because I know that's not
Yeah.
how it actually works. What's good for me may not be what's good for you, and that's something that's very, very important. People need to understand. Uh,
There's
it's
one
it's
thing that's fundamentally good, and that's teamwork.
yeah,
And people fail to realize that all the time.
yeah.
But as well, there's one thing which is on my side is really... Oh, these doors. Fuck me. But that's really controversial, and I'm so... Fucking hell, the door's still going. These doors, hang on, give me a second. They're so loud. That's really controversial, and I know that. I'm completely aware, and I've given it thought of a few years of my life. Since I'm like 14, I've been thinking of it. And I have a few friends that are Muslim. Really like them, really nice people, great people. I'm trumping this.
Okay.
No, just kidding. They're really nice people. And
Yeah.
like one of my friends is female friends is Muslim. She goes to my school. It's very nice. We can talk about games, everything. But not her, not her. Talking about other Muslims here. And she's from Turkey. And Turkish Muslims, even though the Netherlands and Turkey are now in a bit of a feud and it's all Turkey's fault, still, Turkish Muslims tend to be very good with integrating. They're just a little bit less strict and all that stuff. But the issue is, really, when a Muslim comes from Morocco or any of those places.
Oh yeah, the more extreme places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think, and this is a real issue in the world that people are too scared to acknowledge because of tolerance and stuff. Muslims, sadly enough, don't yet belong in the Western world, the biggest part of Muslims. And I've given it a lot of thought, this, and it's really somewhat offensive to say, but after so much thinking, it just is a fact. I have had so
it's
much
the
issues with them, like, and friends of me, and there are so many. Don't want to say good because that's not the right word to use here, but there are so many nice ones and ones you don't have issues with, and even the ones you have issues with are very nice towards their own personal circles. But I don't
yeah.
think it fits.
It's a culture thing. It doesn't. The two
Yeah,
cultures are completely different.
yeah.
It may not be compatible with
No, it just isn't.
it's this. It's because how they view what's good and what isn't good is completely different than how a secular person would define what's good and what isn't.
Yep.
And that conflict is something that a lot of people need to consider. Can America like really absorb these people in and still function secularly without having to worry about them demanding that Sharia law be implemented? Because we can't do that. That's just part of our constitution.
I don't think they will. Well, there are of course some people. There's always extremes. I don't think that's necessarily what they want. But what we're seeing here in the Netherlands, which is now being very much resisted in a bad way, is Muslims, just extreme Muslims, which are just a lot of here, and not extremists, but just sturdy Muslims. It just doesn't fit well, and it's so sad to say, but like Hindus and everything, and it's very religious based, doesn't fit. But also, on the other end, extreme Christians, though of course making the
are
country
just as bad
and making Europe, are just as bad. Like what I just said about Muslims, I have no hate for Muslims whatsoever. But the people in my village, since I lived here like a year now, they only see it on the news. Yeah, only on the news. They just hate Muslims. Like they actually hate Muslims.
Yeah.
No reason to hate them.
It's hard because not only the culture is different, but the ideology that they ascribe to is completely more or less foreign because it relies on scriptural books instead of logic and reason, which is what I prefer. Luke says he has a friend from Kuwait, and he is in a relationship with his cousin. Oh, great!
Yeah, I mean, it can work. Sure, it can. There's, I'm. Even though I say Muslims don't fit, I'm still talking about a minority. But the issue
Yeah,
with minorities is they're more present. Like a good solid minority is more present than the growth of the people.
yeah.
That's just a fact.
It's interesting though. It's
The
how
10% makes more noise than the 90%, for instance.
yeah, because the 10% feel like they're getting stepped on, or for whatever reason, or they feel like they're being ignored
Yeah,
for others. But at the same time, uh, you- we have to look at you know it's I think what it boils down to, Zeno, is the difference in culture comes down to this: individualists versus collectivists. And
yeah,
that's the big difference. Religion is more of a collectivist kind of ideal, whereas people who are secular are more of a individualist type ideal. It's like what's good for the person, what's
yeah. But again, that's also very minority based, as in not all of them do it at
yeah.
all.
Yeah, so a lot of people here in America are like, well, not all the Muslims are bad, or not all the extremist Christians are bad because they go and beat up homosexuals or whatever. It's just like, or they go and beat up other Muslims or whatever it is. It can be, it's a little frustrating because I remember when I was in the faith, and I would see all these times where people who ascribe to my worldview were doing things, hurting people, and I'm like, why? Why is this happening? Why are they doing this? And I just could not reconcile that what they said of why they should do it with the believing part. It was something that just incompatible with my worldview, which was an individualist. So
Yeah,
I eventually just rejected it completely and found my own way.
yeah.
And if there's a hell, then I'm happy to go there. It's fine.
But again, not all religious people are individualist either. They're very good people, but
Yeah,
all sorts. Like I don't think your one identity, one identity? That's a good way of wording it. Doesn't define you.
yeah,
All your identities define you.
exactly. So it's the combination of those. So if someone could be, for an example, a Muslim could be an individualist, and they might be a part of a minority Muslim faith where the majority is like, if you don't join us, we're going to take you into the street and shoot you. And he's like, well, why can't I just believe?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's me.
It's a juror step. We're talking politics. Welcome.
Oh god.
It's turned into a podcast.
It's sort of.
Maybe I should like leave.
Oh, you can listen. Interject here and there. Yeah. Because we're talking about individualists versus collectivists, and ideally, can the Muslim cultures like integrate into secular ones?
I think we're past that though at this point. We're more
Yeah.
on the other thing. This is about a podcast. Yeah, how to
Here
piss
we
off
go.
modern day piece.
That's so true. There's only okay. Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay, let's first bring up Hauke. The fact he gave biological evidence that there is more than two genders on a biological level.
Okay.
As in, people get born and very minor differences do technically mean you're a different gender, but you will still be labeled as male or female.
Yeah.
But I think he is
It's a very
referring
interesting
to,
thing.
of course, people that feel like they're a fucking car.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There's a defined difference between your biological gender and your perceived gender. A lot of people, some people are like, "Oh, I'm asexual or whatever." That's their perceived gender. Or
Asexual is not perceived as a gender.
No, but it is in America. It is now.
it is in America. It's basically they just don't want to be don't want to be in a relationship with anybody. They just
No,
they're
I
like,
mean-
they're happy
No,
with
I know what you
themselves.
mean, but the thing is, what is happening in America is people are completely forgetting. Well, a lot of the liberal people are completely
Yeah.
forgetting the border between sexuality and genders,
That's not
and
what
they're
I wanted to
mixing
say,
them.
though.
Yeah,
Well then,
it's a little difficult, but
I just want to say, like, asexual has been a thing for a long, long time. When did it become a gender all of a sudden?
that's what I was about to say. Like in America, the issue now is, and in a lot of the world as well, is that bigotry people are just not seeing the fine line between gender and sex.
yeah, it's basically your biological gender is male or female, and
Yeah,
in some cases it can be both because there are
hermaphrodites.
exactly hermaphrodites.
And I mean, if you change your gender with surgery now, I'm okay with calling you male or female if you previously were something else.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
sexuality which they're all referring to, and that's what's getting me. It's just simple
exactly. But it's a
sexuality.
kind of it's almost dinner. I thought you said come and get it. No? Well, I'm talking. Can you go take that somewhere else?
Wow. Your kid is. How old is he again?
He's 6.
He's very.
Autistic.
I find him very smart and well worded for his age.
Yes, that's partially because his vocabulary is off the friggin' charts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's better than mine.
Me.
So it's the whole perceived versus your actual. So there's still people who have what's called gender dysphoria, which is a mental condition where they look at in the mirror and they see themselves and they just go, I am completely unhappy with what I see here. That's an actual physical condition, and it's
Well,
really
that's-
hard.
That's
It's-
well known, though.
Yeah, exactly. But nobody here in America, especially the conservative Christian people type, they're like, that doesn't exist. They're just sick. And it's like, okay.
So basically, the one extremist goes up against the other extremist. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's basically the same thing as they had with gay.
Yeah, exactly. And
People
it's-
who were gay were also sick, and they needed.
oh yeah, they needed to be fixed or whatever.
Were, you say were, but they still are, according to
Yeah,
a
they-
lot of.
For a lot of
Yeah.
people, yeah, but for a lot of other people, not anymore. Unfortunately. I
Un-
won't say
unfortunately, or
I know. Shut up.
It's an interesting thing because it's what's good for the individual, and as long as we can come to some kind of agreement where it's like, okay, look, I'm okay with you saying you want to be you're a guy, you want to feel like you're a woman, fine, it's not a problem. Then it's the whole weird nuances of what bathroom should you use, and then it's just
I am a pansexual. I'm just a nigga with a rocket launcher. That video is so good. Have you seen that video?
no.
Oh,
Okay, type in just a N-word with a rocket launcher.
I'm a nigga with a rocket launcher. Just put that in.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Let's
It's
see.
really
But for-
funny.
Like, I don't know if you've ever experienced one of my just breaking down moments. Robin has heard that with that video.
Okay, is
Yeah,
the guy
fuck.
holding the?
No, it's the one.
It's just a 7 seconds.
Yeah,
long?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Oh wait. I gotta unmute. Hang on.
A Vorian patch just came out.
okay. Yeah.
America was pretty much fallen to the left till Trump. Well, America wasn't left like at all.
No. But
Oh, there's so many things. Yeah.
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 Have you
This is
ever-
the most edgy stream ever.
Absolutely. Let's get on the edge, and maybe we'll get sliced and diced. Who cares?
Are you
Sorry.
streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're streaming totally.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
our opinions are there on the internet for everyone to see. I wonder if Armored Skeptic is gonna pick this up. I'm
Oh,
just
that guy.
Well,
Fuck me. Sorry, if you like him, that's your choice. But I think he is...
Oh, you don't like Greg? Oh, come on, man.
Rex, I also know Rex. I know, but I personally feel like they're right, okay? I'm not saying they're wrong, but I do feel
they're
like
right in the middle, yeah.
they're picking it apart just for the fact of picking it apart. That's what I feel like. They are just attacking things in the videos that I feel like, you don't need to attack that.
It's interesting because they are pointing out something and talking about it in a way that's they come at it from a different angle, which
Yeah.
is nice. It adds a little bit of like a different perspective where you have the people who are on the extreme like left with the SJWs and the people who are on the extreme right, and Shu and Skeptic are both in the middle, and they're just like, can we, both of you guys are crazy, but you both have points. Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Can we talk about it? Anyway.
I personally feel he's still too assaulting. Oh, Jeremy's in. No, I mean, he picks on a video about feminists, which I completely agree with how he picks them off, as it were. But then he starts analyzing every second of the video, and they start making remarks on the people, and I'm like, yeah, but you don't need to analyze that particular second. Like, it's unnecessary.
Isn't he like more sort of emphasizing the fuck? Sorry, I'm also gaming.
More individualist, actually.
But more like, yeah, you got the feminists who are
Yeah, he is doing that.
sometimes annoying, but the guys or the girls, depends, that are for true like equality, and then you got the feminazis, which
those are completely different.
Who just scream and don't actually know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
It would be nice. It's like, okay, feminism is for equality. I mean, if you look at the definition of it, that's what they want. They want to equal treatment.
Let me ask a question. This is for Robin for a moment in Dutch because I don't know the English word. Emancipatie.
Emancipation.
Emancipation.
Yeah,
Isn't that basically also for equality? So
well, I guess a different kind of it depends on how you want to define the emancipation, I guess.
As far as I got it from school and from people, it stands pretty much for the same thing as just human beings being at the same level as everyone. Just we are all equal. So where did feminism come from all of a sudden? I get it. It is for specifically to get women to be equal to men, which is pretty good. But we kind of had a word for that in general, didn't we?
Yeah, I had a word for it. It's called humanism.
Yeah, it's humanism.
We're all human. That's right there.
You have atheism and humanism. And atheism is just not believing in a higher being. Humanism is believing in other humans like it's a higher being.
That's
for myself. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is. It's like personal as well, but still.
It's a bit also a weird thing.
It is.
Atheists just have a lack of belief of God. That's pretty much it. There are plenty of atheists who are humanists. I don't look at humanism as other humans or deities or whatever. It's like, look, we're all here. We're
I know, but that's like extreme humanism, where you believe so much in human power, and you get the yoga people and every fucking.
No. See, I also am not naive because I've been on the receiving end of the horrors that humans have been able to do, and I understand more than most what people are capable of doing, and knowing that kind of helps me basically accept what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's hard sometimes because people are like, why are these things happening? It's like you kind of have to realize that they're humans and they're doing stuff, and it's gonna suck sometimes. It's not gonna be fun.
Yep.
And they can be very, very annoying or selfish or controlling. All these other things. You can just look at religion. That's like a good example of people being humans. Oh, his Durstep's Discord broke. He said be right back.
Oh, so hang on. There's a lot of talking in chat. Three
Yes,
genders,
I see.
hermaphrodite. Okay. America was pretty much fallen to the left. Well, still
Yeah.
bugs me why Western countries are not in the and not the Middle Eastern. Still bugs me why the Western countries and not the Middle East or Russia. Why the USA or Germany? Why the USA or Germany? What?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because you're not formulating what you mean, which is fine. I mean,
Okay, yeah, still bugs me why the Western countries are not the Middle East.
I think she means. I don't know what he means actually. I'm completely lost over here.
Fascinating. Ice cream. Oh, feminism. Oh,
Oh, because the other countries don't allow it.
yeah, it's pretty much there's no freedom. It's just you do. You know, they have like a state religion, or it's it's dictated. This is what you believe, and if you disregard that, then
See, Russia isn't all that bad, but it isn't all that good either. Yo.
I don't want to be an ass, but I didn't understand the last 2 to 3 minutes because my Discord.
Oh, we know. We just kind of waited on that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We don't even know where we left off, but it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, it's fine. On a side note, dinner is ready, so I'm gonna go eat, and then I'll be back a little later. But
I'll probably be off at this point. It's starting to rain.
yeah, yeah. But this has been a very interesting political discussion between an American and you guys, the Dutch. So, and of course the stream. Oh, you want the code for Netflix? Okay, hang on a second.
Make your kid end the stream. It's very cute and it gives subs.
Oh, come on.
Can you say thank you for watching?
Thank you for watching, and bye for now.